what's going on in the industry. Just what's the vibe?
Okay, can we stop with the animal secretions? Salmon sperm, what is it, beef tallow? Like, guys, let's relax. Let's relax.
It's getting out of hand.
Yeah.
Clients, they do their research
Oh,
and they're
that
like,
drives me up the wall.
What about, this beef tallow?
What about my niacinamide?
Right.
Like, they turn into a chemist.
It puts also pressure on us as providers to like keep up, but also we know it's not really ethical.
What do you tell them?
It all comes down to education.
Yes.
Yes, it's trending, but it's not what you think.
Welcome back to Am I Doing This Right? My name is Erica. Today's episode, we're getting a little saucy, okay? I have two of the best estheticians in Orlando with me, so I'm gonna let them introduce themselves. Welcome, guys.
Hello.
Hi.
Thank you for having us.
Stephanie, you can go first if you want.
Okay, I'm Stephanie. I have been a licensed esthetician for about 8 years now and in business for over 6 years. We do focus on acne, clearing acne, which is very special to me because I've dealt with acne as well. So just very special to treat people and make them feel confident again. I'm a mom. I have a 2-year-old toddler, a wife, actually been married since I was 18. So very much
Literally your whole life.
literally. So yeah, I'm so excited to be here. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi, I am Adelaide. I have been a licensed esthetician for almost 5 years now, born and raised in Orlando. I am 24 years old. I have a 5-year-old daughter who literally I love so much. And I love being an esthetician, honestly. I'm so glad that I found like this career. I have such a passion for it. And I feel like I am very extroverted. So I love like getting to talk to different types of people and just like people all day, every day.
Yeah, no, same. I feel like it is the most rewarding industry to be in. It's hard to be in this industry because it does take a lot out of us, I feel, on a daily basis, especially you guys having kids. I can't imagine how many brain cells you have left at the end of the day and just like
Half of one.
what else you have to output for your own family. So that's a lot. But I do want to get into, because I just want to get a little messy today, okay? I do want to get into just what is the overall state of the industry right now? Like, how are you guys feeling about what's going on in the industry? Just what's the vibe?
My biggest thing, okay, can we stop with the animal secretions? This is my thing.
gosh.
Like, oh my God. I feel like what we have going on is like good enough or like it's working
No,
well.
it's great.
It's great. It's great. So why are we salmon sperm? What is it? Beef tallow? Like, guys, let's relax. Let's relax. That's my biggest thing is I feel as if what we have, you can always improve on what you're doing, but I feel as if we're looking in the wrong places. We're looking for cheaper, quicker alternatives when we know what works.
It's getting out of hand.
Yeah.
And I think too with that comes like the pressure of like feeling like you need to offer all these things because people do their own research. Like clients, they do their research and they're like,
that drives me up the wall.
What about, this beef tallow, this
What about my
influencer?
niacinamide?
Right.
Like they turn into a chemist.
Yes. So it puts also pressure on us as providers to like keep up, but also we know it's not really ethical or, like we know it's not great for them. So that's.
So what makes you, like, what do you tell a person when they're looking for a specific ingredient or a service? Like, what do you tell them?
Well, it all comes down to education.
Yes.
And clients, although they have access to TikTok and all these different things, they don't really know the like science part of it or just like formulations, ingredients. So just educating them and making them like really understand, yes, it's trending, but it's not what you think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally. So you've worked with Salmon Sperm.
Yes.
Adelaide has been in the industry, what did you say, 5 years you've been an esthetician? But she's seasoned, okay? I feel like she has worked with nurse practitioners, injectors. So share a little bit about that, because I feel like have you seen animal secretions be injected? Like what's...
Oh yeah,
Oh, okay.
actually. Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. So getting into specifically salmon sperm, it's not terrible. So what it is, it's the PDRN, and that's not terrible. That in itself is not terrible, but it's just a small part of exosomes essentially. So what people are trying to use is replace exosomes with salmon sperm. Exosomes have so many different things though, where salmon sperm does one of those things, right? So that would be my biggest thing with the salmon sperm. It's not terrible, but it's also not great. Like I said, we found something that's better. Going into the injected part of it, I actually have seen, I mean, obviously everything is new, but what they have been doing is they used to take your blood, spin it, and make a filler consistency out of it, and now they're replacing that with the salmon sperm and everything. And I actually have seen really great results with that. So not a hater on that part.
Okay.
The more you know. Yeah, I do think that is better than under eye filler, right?
Yeah, oh, totally. Yeah, no, don't get filler under your eyes.
Yeah, I agree. Okay. And Stephanie, what I want to talk about, because you carry very similar lines to me.
Yes.
So I want to talk about overall, like how you decided to bring on some of those lines, because you specialize in acne. I'm also doing that. So what was your thought process behind the lines that you carry? And do you carry multiples of the same thing? Do you only carry one? Like,
So actually, one of the first lines that I brought on was face reality. Like I mentioned earlier, I did deal with acne, and I had some family members that also dealt with it. So me being a baby esthetician, trying to figure out like, okay, how do I help them?
yeah.
So I brought on face reality, which changed my business like 1,000%. I feel like it really helped me grow. But then, okay, we got to a point where, okay, now my clients are clear. Now we're dealing with like scar revision and things like that. Although Face Reality has a pretty well-rounded line, they don't carry certain things or certain ingredients that I would like to now treat different things. And so that's when I got into Glymed, which is a great line. They have so many products, which I don't carry all of them. And I think that's the beauty in just being able to pick and choose what you actually want to bring. Then after that, I brought on Skin Better, which, you know, does require a medical director. I wasn't ready for that at the beginning of my career. And so finally I was able to get a medical director, bring Skin Better on, which has amazing science that maybe some other lines don't have, like their Alpharet, their Alto Advanced, their vitamin C, which I feel like doesn't compare.
Right.
I feel like the research they do is like very unmatched to any other lines as well.
Yeah.
And it's funny because at the beginning, you know, I actually had Glymed first before Face Reality. But at the beginning, Glymed was my bread and butter. It was what I was treating acne with, anti-aging, everything. They're really big on peptides. So they have a lot of peptides in their products. But then once you discover Skin Better, you're like, wait.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there's nothing.
Like, it's next level for real.
Do you know what my first line was? Guess.
Your first line?
Yeah, the first line that I ever used.
Dermalogica.
No. Skin Script, you remember?
Oh my God, Skin Script.
Skin Script.
I could never get past their enzymes. Like I could never get into the cleanser, the exfoliator. Like all I used from them was their enzymes.
Yeah, and their masks were pretty good.
Yeah, and their masks. I did use their masks. Yeah. Everybody started with Skin Script.
Yes.
Okay, so as you've been in the business for how long, Stephanie?
A little over 6 years.
Over 6 years.
Yeah.
Okay. And you've grown a team, you've grown your clientele. Can we talk about the state of the industry now and how when we first started, things were a lot easier?
Oh my gosh, yes. And I think too, it was pretty easy to grow my business because social media was a little different.
Yes.
I feel like
We didn't have to try so hard.
no. And it was oversaturated, but I feel like it was easy to like stand out.
Yeah.
Because algorithms were different. I don't know. It was just a different time.
Didn't we see things like in chronological order?
Yes.
That was
I actually
amazing.
missed that.
Bring it
I
back.
actually do miss
That was amazing.
Yeah, whatever's happening now is terrible.
Horrible. And that's really how I grew my business.
Yeah.
It took me like 6 months to be pretty booked out to be like, okay, because I started out like in a small room and I was like, okay, I was sharing it with another esthetician. Oh my gosh, we were paying like $200 like for the whole month, which is amazing.
Wow.
Bring those
Yeah.
times
That's
back.
crazy.
So good. You don't see that. And after I got pretty booked out, I said, okay, I feel like I am at a place where if I want to be taken serious, I have to like move out of here and find something else.
Yeah.
And so that's when eventually like I got my first place.
And mind you, there's nothing wrong with sharing a room with another esthetician or, paying a cheap rent because it's going to get you further, right?
Yeah,
I
not
think
at
that
all.
when you have a greater vision for your business and now you're thinking, okay, how am I going to give my clients an experience?
Yes, correct.
That's when okay, it's time to get out of here because
Yeah.
I'm outgrowing this.
And also
Right?
like with sharing a room, you're not there all the time. You have to split the time. So it's like, do I really want to focus on this? Okay, I need to go all in. And so that's when eventually I expanded and I got my first place. It had like 3 rooms and I brought on my cousin, which is also an esthetician. So that's been a great experience. She's been with me all this time. So shout out to Liana. She's
That's
amazing.
so great.
Yeah.
I love that. Okay. Adelaide, I feel like you have a lot to say. She's like waiting. It's going to like burst out of her.
I'm so done.
Before we get into the rest, I want to talk about gatekeeping, right? Like what we share on social media, we obviously are trying to put our clients on and, educate them. But let's talk about, nowadays when you go into a consultation and you're with a client and they come to you and they're like, oh yeah, like, I love my regimen. I want to get a facial. I want to get on the right track. They don't know how a consultation works, right? It's their first time being here, right? How do you educate them in a way that is nice and gentle without telling them that their regimen is what's making their skin worse?
Well, I mean, I ask questions. I think that's
Yeah.
my biggest thing is I want to ask a lot of questions in the beginning to kind of get to know you and what about this is working for you, right?
Yeah.
So like if you are saying that you love your regimen, but you're here with me, clearly it's not working.
Something needs
right?
to change.
So I think my biggest thing is I like to ask a lot of questions and almost guide them to the answer, if that makes
Yeah.
sense. Like, well, then you wouldn't be here dealing with these problems. You know what I mean? So I think I like to ask a lot of questions.
Yeah. The consultation is my favorite part.
Yes.
Of literally meeting a client, starting the whole client interaction. I just love me a consultation because I feel like we're really getting to know each other more than just your skin.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's when clients share the most with you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
I
they
agree.
want you to know a little bit about their life so that you can help them.
Yeah.
Right? That's my
agree.
favorite ever.
Yeah. And it sets the tone too for them, like what to expect
Right.
with you. Some clients, and on my form, I have a question that says, what are you here for? Relaxation, skincare advice, or both? So I can kind of understand like, okay, this person really does not care. Like they just
Right.
want to relax and that's
They
fine.
got a gift card.
That's fine.
Yeah, you can
Yes.
tell.
Yeah.
But when they mark skincare advice, I'm like, okay, we love this.
It's like, let me
Yes.
cook real quick.
Yes. And so it just kind of helps me understand what they're in for, but also oh my god, I lost my train of thought.
That's okay. For me, it helps me not only know what they're in for, but also like where they want to go.
Yeah.
Right? Like I think I know how committed a client is based off of when they first come in, just their overall energy, you know? If they're like, I'm open to changing my whole regimen, I'm like, let's freaking go.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
But it's not because I want to sell you a full regimen. It's because I want to change your skin and I want to help it improve, right? So I think when clients message and they're like, oh, is the consultation required? Like, do I have to do that? Like,
yes,
really, we are helping you. We're
Correct.
trying to help you. So it is annoying that, yeah, you have to pay for a consultation in order to just get in and become a client. But it's so important to the foundation of them working with us for 6 months, for a year. You know, some people get clear in 3 months. Others, it takes forever, you know, and acne never goes away. So it's just one of those things that you have to manage.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're big into managing expectations for your clients.
Yes. Yeah. There's the occasional client that, you know, like I mentioned earlier, just wants to come in for a little relaxation.
Fluffy.
But when they come in and we do that consult and we're pretty thorough with it, they understand like, okay, this isn't just like a one-time thing. Like I need to commit. And those are questions that I ask, like, how committed are you in this? You know, what does your skincare routine look like now? Are you willing to add a few more things? So that way I can help there's clients that have budgets, which is another question that I ask. So that way I can help them, because I'd rather them take somewhat of a basic skincare routine than nothing because they can't afford it, because I didn't ask that question.
Same.
So,
I'd rather them leave with a cleanser and sunscreen, and then we add from there.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
So now it's a little difficult because you're still building. I'm assuming you're still like trying to grow and build. And at the beginning, it was fairly easy to get booked. Like 2018, 2019, it was really easy to get booked. And now it's kind of like pulling teeth, because not only is there competition, right? Where really in my head, I'm like, I'm my only competition because I'm Delulu. But
I mean, it's true.
It is true. But like nobody can be you, right? So at the end of the day, people are going to choose you because they connect with you, their personality, right? If it matches with your personality. So have you seen an increase or like a decrease this last year in aesthetics? Have you seen more inconsistency, more cancellations? Like, what have you seen?
I feel like this year's been pretty stable, but last year for us, I feel like was not the best, which also economy doesn't play the best role into it.
We're in the trenches right now.
Yes, and people really choose where they want to spend their money, and sometimes skincare isn't at the top of their list, but then for others it is.
Right.
And so I think with time things have definitely changed, where it's not as easy to just be like, hey, come in, we have spots available, like it used to be.
I feel like it's hard for people nowadays to see the value in facials and skincare, especially when there's so much accessible on TikTok and so many like at-home things to do. Like literally the other day I showed you like microneedling at home. Why is someone going to come in and spend almost $400 on a facial with me when they think they can do it at home?
Right.
And TikTok is showing them, like I've had clients show me these before and afters, and I'm like, that's so fake. That is not real, but they think it is. They think that one product.
We've been on AI images, AI before and afters. Have you seen them?
Oh my god!
I mean, I've seen like AI things, but not like
this one esthetician specifically. I wish I could call her out. Literally posting
She's been
before
posting
and after AI pictures. I'm gonna show you after this.
Everything is like fake. So she'll post a client with like melasma,
like a real client,
and then the after photo is
AI.
It's AI. It's like generated.
okay. I do know of an esthetician that would post like pictures from Google as
Like
There
they're like
before and
those before and
afters.
afters.
Yeah.
That happens a lot too. I've
An
seen
esthetician
that.
in Orlando?
Yep.
What?
And I'm like,
See, it's spooky out there, guys. It
I
is.
think even we just had that lady. I forget what her name was. You can look it up. She went to jail for. Did you hear about that?
Oh, this is in Winter Park,
in Orlando.
right?
Was it Winter Garden or Winter Park?
yes, that the spa owner is like Brazilian.
Yes.
And they left too, right? They're not here anymore.
No, she was like not licensed. She was offering injectables, facials, whatever. And she gave a client an infection, and the client obviously was worried, but instead of going to the hospital, the client kept going back to her, and she kept trying to treat and
They
drain
tell
the
you to do
infection.
that. So injectors tell you, because it is kind of, obviously this girl didn't know what she was talking about.
Right.
But it is true where if you got something like with an injector, to try and go to them first, because if you go to the emergency room, they don't
No,
have
but she had like
Hylenex.
a
They
hole.
don't know.
She had like a hole in her
no.
chin or something. I think they were doing like Kybella.
Oh
I don't
my
know.
gosh.
We have to look it up.
That's
but
insane.
Yes, that happened here in Orlando.
Oh
It's
my
so
gosh.
scary.
I know. So
Wow.
that brings me to my next point. Are you guys feeling like with everything that's been happening in the industry, as far as like for me, yes, I want to grow my business, and yes, I want to educate my clients, and obviously I want to educate people that follow my business online. But how do you feel knowing that at every single skincare event, every single trade show, it's always the same estheticians in the spotlight? How do you guys feel about that? Does that bother you? Does it make you feel, like you're just watching from the sidelines? Like, I want to know your opinion.
I think in the beginning, you get, at least for me, I got so caught up in it where I'm like, oh, this person is amazing. Like these people, I want to be like them.
Yeah.
I want to sell everything they're selling. And so I think for me, that's the biggest thing that is a little like, you have to kind of figure that out. As a new time esthetician, like I'm believing everything that they're saying, right?
Mhm.
Like I'm
Yeah.
thinking that what they are saying is right, what they're selling is right. And then I'm starting to use it myself, and I'm seeing that I'm not getting the same results on my clients, or I'm not getting that consistency. And so for me, I would just say, like, especially new estheticians, just like be wary of all of those same people you're seeing all the time. Like they're getting paid to tell you that. Like, let's be
Yeah.
real.
1,000%.
Totally.
The best like advice that I have heard is just to put like your blinders on and focus.
You're so good at that.
Focused.
Stephanie is
on yourself.
unbothered.
She
I feel like I bring
is.
something up to Stephanie and she's like, what are you talking about? I don't know.
She's like, what is that? What?
I heard that
she
once.
can't be bothered.
I heard it
She's
once
with
and
her
I-
daughter at Disney. She's
Yeah,
busy.
it just stuck to me because, when you're starting out and you do see all these different estheticians and they're offering this and their business looks like it's flourishing and it looks amazing, you're like, oh my gosh, like, what am I doing wrong?
Yeah.
So really just putting your blinders on, focusing on yourself, on your craft, getting better, educating yourself more, getting more knowledge is what's going to set you apart.
Right. That's
And
great
so,
advice.
Yes, you might feel like, dang, why can't I do that? But really, just focus on yourself, and you'll get there.
Yeah, I agree. Your time will come.
Yeah.
What advice do you have for estheticians that are trying to build their books, their clientele? Maybe they are working on getting their first job, fresh out of school, because you you left school and you went straight into your first Esty job, right? You didn't take time off.
Oh,
were
no.
Were you working somewhere like while you were in school?
No, actually. Thankfully, I was able to just do school. My daughter was 6 months, I think, when I started school. I did the school, everything. I did the 11th month program, like the paramedical program and everything.
So good.
I would say my biggest advice for when you're first getting out of school, honestly, so I started at Hand and Stone and I loved it. I really did. I think it's a great starting point, something like that, because you're getting paid at the same time that you're learning, right? Like I was getting certifications and everything. And at the same time too, I think the biggest thing that is lacking in school for you to learn is how to communicate with clients, right? Like I know all the science behind everything. I know how to clear your acne, but I don't know how to tell you that. I don't know how to convince you to do that.
Consultation.
Yes, like I
Nobody
remember
knows.
my first facials. I was so scared to talk to people. Like
Yes.
I was, and I think that's the biggest thing
And
too.
clinic doesn't give us a lot of.
'Cause it's
Did
your
you have
friends.
clinic time?
Yeah.
It's your friends that you're doing facials on.
Clinic
so-
doesn't give you a lot of experience because you're inviting your bestie and your tia, and it's like, okay,
Yeah.
you don't know how to talk to a client still.
Yes,
Yeah.
literally. So that was my biggest thing, I think. I think just knowing that like the first 6 months to a year is like you're putting in that work of learning and building yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think when you're in school and when you first graduate, you think that you're going to work for a doctor. You're going to work at the top med spa immediately. And like, it's really not going to be like that. And looking back, I'm glad that I didn't. You know what I mean? Because obviously I applied for med spas. That was my first choice. I didn't apply for Hand and Stone first. I was like, oh, Hand and Stone, I don't want to work there, you know? And looking back, I'm so glad that I didn't just throw myself into the deep end. I literally learned and gained experience along the way.
Yeah, I agree. I didn't really have that experience. I was working in retail skincare, and then I quit my job, and I was like, they're like, where are you going? And I'm like, I'm going to be an esthetician. Yeah. Like I went to school for a reason. Hello. And so I literally left retail and jumped into let me start my own business, which is kind of insane because that's another thing. Who taught us the business side?
Oh my gosh.
Like nobody instructed me to, you know, how do you get your LLC? How do you, you know, all of that. So I think for myself, I started to take clients like at home and I saw clients on my own because I just knew I didn't want to work for anybody. Right. Yeah. So, I wasn't going to waste my time applying for jobs when I knew that, like, I just knew I could generate like on my own. But then COVID hit and I also had to get a job at Hand and Stone. And I worked there for maybe like 6 months. It wasn't bad. I just saw a lot of things that I didn't want to do in my business, right? So at that point, I'm like, let me just take the good, incorporate them, and leave the bad, you know? Yeah. And I think that is the best thing for estheticians to do when they're at a place that they know they're not going to be at for a long time.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. And, you know, when I was in school, I kind of always knew I wanted to open my own business. And I brought that up to my teacher and she was like, oh no, like she discouraged me from that. Yeah. And I was like, oh, you don't know me. Like I got this.
Right.
And so that's another thing that sometimes you feel like you do have to start somewhere, which it's great to get the experience. But if you have that drive to like just jump into it, that's fine too.
Yes.
And not everybody tells you to do that. But if that's truly what you feel like, just go for it.
Was somebody ever like against you other than your teacher, like discouraging you like in your family or?
Thankfully, no.
Okay.
My parents are also entrepreneurs.
Nice.
And my husband was very supportive. He was like, don't worry. I know it's going to take I feel like I was more the one that was like, no, I can't. Like, and he was like, Steph, it's fine. Like, I got it. Go ahead, do it. And my parents too.
That.
So
how does it feel to be living my dream?
Right.
So thankfully, no, I didn't deal with that. But, you know, I know it's not the same for everybody. So
that's beautiful.
What about you guys?
Well, my mom is probably going to like smack me for saying this, but when I decided that I was going to go to aesthetic school, this was before I even knew I wanted to be an entrepreneur or anything like that. I was studying psychology at like a traditional university. And I just walked out of my lecture one day and I was like,
oh my gosh.
I blacked out in the middle of the lecture. I got up, I walked out, and I remember going to my advisor at school and I was like, hey, what do I need to do to never come back?
Yeah.
You know? And once I did that, I knew, you know, it was just something that was inside of me. Like it was just put on my heart. So I just went with it. And I think that conviction is strong. And when you have that, people can't really argue with you because you have it. Like you're going for it. You're determined, right? So I wasn't in school for a little bit, but I think during that time, it was really difficult for my parents. I remember my parents didn't really communicate with me for like a little bit, like maybe a couple of months. And we were living in the same house. So that was difficult, but I give them grace because my parents were also entrepreneurs, but they had a few businesses that they had to close, right? So I think there's a little bit of trauma, right?
For sure.
And so I'm like, okay, let me give them grace because I'm going to be different and I know I can figure it out. And, you know, again, delusional, but yeah, that's kind of what happened for me.
Look at you now.
Yeah, right?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. And you?
I feel like honestly, my family is very supportive. I think too, I always knew that I wanted to do something kind of like this, like trade school or like something in the beauty industry. I actually did do a semester at Seminole State before. Same type of thing, never took my finals. I was like, I'm out.
Yeah.
I was like, this is not for me.
When
Clearly,
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, then I just really started looking. I think my family was just super supportive. But once I found this industry and I really became like passionate about it, like I never looked back. And yeah, my family's been super supportive. I think they can tell how much I love my job, honestly. Like they're always like, oh yeah, Adelaide loves her job. Like she's that girl. Like they already know she loves her job. Like it's so funny because like sometimes I'll be with people and like they'll be complaining about it and they'll be like, well, I already know like you're not gonna complain about your job or whatever. And I'm like, exactly.
Yeah.
No, you're not. And you're always very happy at work. Like she makes me happy.
It's like contagious.
I go into work and I'm like, I don't know.
I got my rap blasted.
And she's drinking her Celsius and she's on 1,000. She's like, good morning.
Like, bitch, I'm a big gangster.
And I think it's important, like, who you bring onto your team, too.
Yes.
Because it can either make or break the vibes.
Oh,
so
my gosh,
awesome.
yes. I am excited to continue, like, growing Joa's Skin and I don't know, just have more people that reflect the work that we are doing because like just our energy at work is so powerful, you know?
And people have noticed it too, like even the clients, like they're like, I just want to hang out here with you all day.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
Like,
when I see your guys' TikToks, I'm like, can I just go like bring them a coffee?
It's really fun. Yes. So I love
that.
Yeah. I'll come by.
We'll have to do like a little content day.
Yes. Yeah, we do. I did get a few questions on the podcast Instagram about like favorite lines, favorite products, something that you can't live without. So if you were on a deserted island, stranded, what's the one skincare product that you would take with you?
Oh, this is hard.
Can we say besides sunscreen?
Yeah, besides
sunscreen.
Sunscreen's like obvious.
Yeah.
Okay. Like obvious.
We have our Color Science Flex like stuffed in our bra.
Perfect.
Right.
Okay.
What's another product?
Oh my gosh. Trio.
That was mine.
That's her favorite.
Okay, I hate feeling like dry. Like you know when you get out the
Yeah.
shower and you don't immediately do your skincare and then you just feel like
I hate it.
Like a lizard.
Okay, Trio. Because I can maybe wash my face with a little, just water, I guess.
Okay,
Get a little
what is
sand scrub.
Trio?
But what is your elevator speech? Because I feel like people are like, oh, it's $160 for this moisturizer.
Okay.
I need to know because when I tell somebody the difference that they're going to experience with Trio, they get it.
Well, first of all, I usually give them a sample.
Yeah, that's what I was
Okay.
gonna say.
I always give them a sample because I'm like, once you try it, you'll never go back.
Right.
Okay. I also say it's kind of like a treatment moisturizer as well. So think of it as like a mask and a moisturizer in one.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's
good.
good.
So I say that, and I'm like, here, take a sample. Let me know how you like it. Next time they come in, they're like, girl, I love Trio. Give it to me. So
Yes.
Okay, and then to elaborate on that, because we're not just telling you guys this for fun, okay? What is the technology in Trio that sets everything apart, right? So let's talk about transepidermal water loss in the skin and how other moisturizers are just not created the same, right?
no.
That's a big difference.
Yeah.
Yes.
What I like to say with Trio, I mean, first of all, there's a reason it's called Trio 3.
Yes.
So you have the 3 levels in your skin. You have the water, you have the moisture, and you have the oil, right?
Yes.
So one of those can be out of whack while something else is working, right? You're like, my skin is so oily, but I'm still dry. Well, that's because you're not having enough hydration in your skin, or you don't even have enough lipids. You don't have enough moisture, but you have oil. So what Trio is going to do is, first of all, it's going to regulate that oil production. So you're not overproducing oil. And then it's also going to produce more of the water and the lipids in your skin. Another thing that's nice about it is it's promoting your skin to do that on its own as well.
Yes.
Where most moisturizers are just doing that for you, which is great, but now your skin's not doing it on its own as well.
Yeah.
Which is why it's great for oily
Yes.
skin types
like
as
all
well.
skin types, but yeah.
But okay, yes, it's 160, but okay, you go to Sephora, you go to Ulta, you keep trying and trying moisturizers because
saying.
nothing is doing its job, right? If you just spend the 160, it's gonna work. Like
Exactly.
I agree.
And that's also
And it lasts too. It does
lasts.
last you a minute.
Literally one pump.
Yeah.
And it's enough.
Yeah,
Honestly.
I agree.
So they should just trust us. Like
So Trio.
we've tried so many products. Just trust
Yeah.
us.
Trio is like literally the only moisturizer I'll ever
Oh,
recommend.
it's just so good.
It's life changing.
Okay, what about you? What's your
Yeah,
product?
what is your one?
Okay, my one product on a deserted island.
I have one now.
I have a few that I can't live without, but most recently I ran out of this in my regimen and my skin was not the same. For me, it was Alto Advanced. I ran out for like 3 weeks and I did not steal from my shelves. I don't know what was in me. I was going to work. I was like, oh, it's fine. Like I'll, get it when I get it. No, when I got Alto back in my regimen, I don't know. Maybe it was like my spirit coming back to life, but truly, I don't think that my skin has ever responded well to another vitamin C. I think I've tried many vitamin C's before Alto and nothing compares. Vitamin C is very important to everybody's skin, but my skin responds very quickly to Alto.
And if you're on an island, oh my God.
That's what I was about to say.
antioxidants.
If you're on an
I didn't
island,
think
you
of that
need
one.
that
That's
protection.
It's so true.
Yeah.
There is a little bit of THD in Trio.
Okay.
There's like a little bit.
THC.
No, the tetrahexyldexyl
Oh, I was like, what?
Right? Yeah, we're getting high on an
Say
island.
less.
No,
Perfect.
the THD. There's a little bit in Trio, but the reason I would take Alto with me, the reason I recommend Alto to everybody, even people that are acne prone, I don't think a lot of people that are acne prone know that L-ascorbic acid can irritate their skin a little bit more and exacerbate the acne. I've actually taken some clients off of L-ascorbic acid and put them on Alto and they thrive.
Yeah.
So that's what Alto does for me. It is important to have antioxidant protection. So I'm taking that
That's a
with
good
me.
one. That's a good
Yeah.
one.
That's a
What
good
about
one.
you?
I would say even tone. If we had, let's say I have all these, right? So like I'm gonna use your Trio, I'm gonna use your Alto.
Okay, we're all together.
Yeah, so we're all together sharing.
So we have kind of like a full routine. I like.
Exactly. So then I would go with the even tone because, girl, we're not getting that sun damage here.
That's so true.
And it's also kind of moisturizing too.
Yes.
So like you don't have Trio, you could somewhat get away with some.
And yeah, let's say, okay, I don't have either one of those. Even tone's also going to be good because it's going to give me that sun protection as well.
Yeah. Did you know that you can use even tone after a sunburn?
Oh,
good little.
Did you know that?
I did not.
It's
I feel
like
like Alto would be good after too, right?
Yeah.
Alto is
Alto.
great after a sunburn and post procedure, but you can use
Maestro?
even tone too. Maestro.
Yeah.
Would you take
like
it? Are you
Maestro?
taking
I
it?
wouldn't take Maestro though.
No.
Oh, I was like, girl.
Yeah, no.
gonna take
That's a no for me.
Not the Maestro.
Okay. what's your favorite lip product? Because you carry Hydrinity, Glymed, you carry a few things that have lip products. So
for sure, the Glymed Hydrating Lip Balm.
Yeah.
It's like great price point for clients.
I agree.
I love like the minty. That's my favorite. I always put it on at the end of every single facial, every single treatment. And I keep a bowl up at the front with
That's so cute.
the product. So people are like, oh, is that what she used on me? I'll take one.
I love that.
So it's a cute little.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, once they feel it, they're like,
yeah,
I want it.
It's easy selling point for sure.
Okay, guys, I think we're going to wrap it up.
Okay.
We're going to have to do a part 2 just because the yapping is too good. But
it was good.
Thank you guys for joining us. Please comment down below and leave any questions that you may have, or maybe any skincare tips or advice that we can offer you. Let us know. But thank you for joining us. And I will leave Stephanie's information and Adelaide's information down below so that you can follow them. Adelaide works with me, so if you can find her on my page too.
If you see her, you see me.
That's
Period. Right. I love it. Okay, guys. See you on the next one.